Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So today we're going to be learning how to build a Roman hut. So this is like a peasant's or pleb hut. This is actually from my Roman series. So if you guys aren't caught up on that, then please feel free to just jump on the channel and have a look. But yeah, here it is. It's a nice little simple hut. We are going to be doing this one in the default texture pack, but I will be trying to do as much as possible and showing you guys as much as possible of how to make it look detailed and look cool and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's just jump over to my tutorial world and we'll get started on this one. Okay, so here it is in the default texture pack. So what's changed? Not too much actually. It's still pretty much exactly the same. It doesn't look as good, of course, with the mixing of jungle wood and the brick. It's up to you if you want to do it all in brick or not, or if you want to do it all in jungle wood. Completely up to you. In Conquest, these two match really, really nicely together, but still, you know, look like wood and still look like brick. So it's really up to you on what you want to do with that. If I was going to go for either one of them, I'd probably go for the wood for this, because you can kind of tell it's Roman by the colour scheme that you've got in the actual building itself, as well as the actual roof, general roof style. You'll notice that it's quite messed up. That's because it's not the cleanest roof in the world, and they probably wouldn't actually have them. So anyway, it's a really, really easy build. And you can see there's a lot of nature around it as well. It's quite overgrown. What we're going to need is red stained clay, and we're also going to need hardened stained clay. That's the main one. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go one block back, and this is with the red stained clay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Then across the side, I think it says 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it is. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's counting that one that you already placed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just going to go around, back, and then just join it up, like that. Now what I'm going to do is just going to put 2 blocks on them, on top of that, and that's your hardened stained clay this time. So this gives it that other colour, which is still quite nice actually. And I actually quite like the red stained clay in default. I think that's quite good. Roman builds do sometimes have these like red stripes on them, so it kind of fits. Obviously cut out your door as well. Now what we'll do, I think, is we'll get onto this front part. I'll show you how I built this first. So there we go. That's what I need to know, is where I actually put that one. So if we go all the way to the side here, and we actually just go out by 1, as far as I remember. I think it's on the second. So 1, 2, 3, and it's on the slab there. Bottom part of the third block. Yeah, so that's right. So if you just go onto the side here, we're just going to go up a slab each time. And you're just going to have to build this up, and then right to the middle. Same on the other side as well. And like that. And then we go straight across the back. Stick it over by 1, and all we're going to do is this. And this is just using the jungle wood slabs. The jungle wood actually works quite well, I think, with this this style and with Roman. We go straight across. And what we'll do now this extends a little bit. Across the front, we just got that again on 2.5, so go out to the side here, like that. Oops, like that. And go over there, build that one up, put that one in. So you get that kind of shape, then what we can do is we can start to wrap around. Like this, and we can at least get this part done. Even if I can't remember what I did on this part, I think I did exactly the same. It just seemed to slope down more. So it actually does just seem to slope down more, so let's just do that. So that'll come across to there, that goes across to there, and then that actually goes into there. So there we go. Except for this one, on my one, actually just dropped down really quite a bit. That gives you a really, really simple roof. That's the super simple version, okay? We can also go inside as well, and where you got these blocks here, just put in a block. I think it's just those ones, and then you can put in the actual full just slab in there. And that one as well. And I'll just block it up. That gives you the room. Oops, that was weird. Anyway, that's what we'll get for the really, really base kind of building. We can put in a window as well. I think I put the window in just on the back here. You can see that I actually used a... That's because I've got World Edit. If you haven't got World Edit, obviously you can't really do something like this. Either like World Edit, Metacycler, something like that, you know, plugin wise or mod wise to actually do it. But you can actually put in a rail, and that's what I use for this one. But we'll be doing it the non-cheaty way. So if you go over 2 blocks on the back, just cut out that one, put in that one, and you can put a trapdoor on it. You can actually move this one, just delete that one, and put that in there. What we're going to do is then build up over this then. So what we do is we start to like use, because we wanted a window piece in here. On this side, I actually went up even more so I could get an extra block in, because I actually floated the trapdoor on top of it, so I actually had that extra block in there. They've actually gone even more on this one, but you could do stuff like that instead, or... no, we can't do that. No, yeah, do something like that, maybe. I don't know what else we've got to do. Nope, there's not really too much else we've got to do, so what we could do is we can be pretty free. You could also put a window on the front. There's no reason why you can't. The reason I didn't do it is because where mine was situated, the window at the back made more sense, and if you have to look inside, that's actually more of a, you know, where the smoke would go for the kitchen, whereas this side had the beds on it. Now I did a couple of little tricks here, but because it had the beds on it, it didn't make sense to put a window in there. That'd be really drafty and freezing. So it's up to you if you want to do that. You can put more windows in though. Right, anyway, what we're going to do, I'm just going to thicken up this. We're just going to put an extra slab in these ones, like that. We're going to drop this one because we can, and we can just drop it like that normally if you want to. This we usually, or I usually raise up a little bit. I'm going to put in like this here and around here, or maybe even do something like that, so a little bit funky, and then just build this up. Well, not that one there, but build that up there. Let's go to there. I'm actually going to drop this one, so it's like it's a kind of like raise or drop type of thing that I do anyway. So you get like stuff like that. That looks way too stupid for me. I think just do something like that instead. Which looks a little bit better. We can do something like that. Again, on this side, just double those up. It just gives you an extra a block to really work with. Put like a stair there, for example. That looks good. You can also raise that one up like that. So there we go. Whenever you get something like this, where you just get a block and it looks weird, just do that. That's a nice little trick that I use. I wouldn't call it a trick really, but a nice little technique. There we go. That's better. Technique that I use to kind of like add in detail. Then we get more of these in, like that. And this one you can see is really blank. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise up like this part here. And then we can do something like this. Right, we get something over there. Put that in there. Don't even worry about taking it away on the inside. It doesn't really matter. And then we might actually cut back. Can't really cut back this one. We can cut back this one at least. So it goes down to there. And then that one could actually drop to a stair or something like that. There we go. So that works. And then we just need to put in a slab there or something. So that works quite nicely. We actually drop this one as well. So we get that there. We put something like that in there if we wanted to. Raise that one up a bit. We can also put in like a couple of extra blocks. Put in a slab there. Put in a couple of trapdoors where you can. So the trapdoors just makes it look like they've patched up something. That's the idea with these trapdoors. It's like they've had to patch it up for some reason. Because it wasn't built very well. So that's the idea. Now I guess that's what they get. And now what we can do is we can actually put in some fences. So for example, this one we'll put down an extra block so we can actually get a fence. And then that will make that there, and we can do something like that. So it's a little bit thicker actually. We can then get rid of that one. I'll put that there or put that there. So you start to like mess around with it with your fences, especially. There we go, that'll work in there. This one we can't put one in, as you can see. But we could put something like that in instead, and actually have it go down there. And all these ones aren't going to work. So we need to like drop it somehow. So currently raised it. So we can also do stuff like that, you know, when you do like we've done there. Or we can just completely drop this section. So we need that up high anyway. So we might do something like that instead, you know. Oops, there we go, put that in there. This one can definitely drop on that side. Oops, there we go. Yeah, that'll do fine. And that'll go to there. Okay. So that's what we get for the roof. Kind of a bit messy. You can then switch out. Like, see, I've used like single blocks in this actually, rather than doubles. I've doubled it up on some parts and I've knocked it out on others. We'll kind of do a bit of that. You can then, you know, mess it around and start to switch in your brick if you want to. Again, it's up to you guys. If you think it looks good, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. Simple as. You know, it's all up to you, and it's your build at the end of the day. Even though you're doing it for a tutorial, it's still your build. So always make the decision yourself to go with something or not to go with something. If that makes any sense at all. Yeah, so it's like a brick piece there. So I mean, we could do something like that. What we can also do is grab, what's this one here? Grab some jungle. Jungle is actually really good for this. Jungle and acacia, yeah, we'll go for those two. Now we'll go with some fencing. Jungle I quite like in default because it looks like it's got little melons or something in it. I don't know. It's got some fruits. That's what I'm going to say. That's what we're going to go with. It's got some fruits. So you can put that in there and you can do stuff like this. Also grab some vines and you can start, you know, putting in vines. That kind of stuff. You probably wouldn't put it on the front here, but you can do is like just a couple of vines. Here I'd do some heavy stuff, so you might do that. And you might just have like a mix between these two. Actually build it out a little bit. And you can also use, of course, don't ever forget to use, you know, your long grass. Your long grasses are brilliant for like coming into these type of gaps because they fill it up without it being like this type of, like instead of it being a vine, it just seems to do the same kind of thing but a bit more 3D. Makes it pop and it works better with leaves. I have got better foliage on, so that's why I've got the 3D ones. Just for people, I know I did actually have a comment about that the other day. I realised that because I've been using it for so long as a mod, now it's just become standard. So there you go, you can do stuff like this. Put on a couple of those, maybe put that on there. Maybe this one we're just going to have purely on that side. And we're just going to have like something like that. That works. Just put in a couple of these. Not really got too much, or put that there. There you go, something like that will do. And that's pretty empty. So there we go, that's what you can get for that. Now on the interior, because I've been trying to get these interiors, we're going to grab a couple little blocks. We're going to grab some dirt, also going to grab some stone, and we're also going to grab some gravel. Then we'll get onto this interior. We'll do the best we can with it. We'll never get it perfect, but you're going to need some oak wood slab, pressure plate, fence, and a trapdoor as well. First thing we're going to do though, put a piece of stone at the door, and hope that your grass is not going to grow underneath all of this. We'll fill it with dirt, some nice dirt. That's going to be our like main floor piece. Then just randomly switch out a couple of them. Not like that though. You don't want to have it uniform. You're going to have it really random, and then also switch out a couple with your gravel as well, like that. Put in your oak wood slab there and there. Put in a fence. Put your pressure point on top of that fence. On the back of this one, just shove up a trapdoor. Cool. There we go. That's the first bit. Next bit we'll do. We'll put in a couple of these bunk beds. We're actually going to use a different type of wood for this. We're actually going to use birchwood. Birchwood. Also going to use sign. I don't think we can actually put this ladder on it, but we can put the trapdoors on it. And I'm also going to grab stone slab, pressure plate, flower pot, head. Not really going to grab a head. This is a special head that you can actually get, but we are going to grab the furnace. We're going to grab a lit furnace, so I'm just going to do here for Deca 62. That's switching out soon, so we'll use that forever. Also for the door, I've not actually put in a door. I've actually used trapdoors. If you're using default, definitely use your trapdoors. No. If you use default, definitely use a door. God. But you could have it open instead. You know, you don't have to have it closed constantly. You know, you could have it there and just leave it there or whatever. It's kind of up to you. So anyway, what we're going to do, first we'll do the beds. Put in your birchwood slab here, 2 of them. Then leave a slab and put in those there. Put in your actual thing there. Now, ladders, you guys can't stick them onto there. But if you can, you know, shove your ladders up on this side. You can also just do, what we'll do for now is we'll just do this. We'll put on signs on all of it. And then what we can do is actually put, well, either a door. You can go with a door there to hold it up. Or you can go with trapdoors. I quite like the trapdoor method. So you put trapdoors up there. And then obviously when you have that cut off, that's where the ladders would go. So I might even leave it like that. What you can also do, of course, is put in your furnace. So put your furnace in there. Stone slab there. Stone slab like that. We'll put a flower pot on top of this one. We'll put a pressure plate on top of that one. That's where I had my player head. So you can do that as well. And we're also going to grab spruce wood and spruce wood slab. What we do here is we're just going to do some beams. We'll do it on these parts. Yeah, we'll put it there as well. So just do them like that, and then put in the slab into these parts. There we go. If you can go up, go up. Yeah, it'll be different depending on what you've actually done on yours as well. So don't worry about that, and do a couple joining ones, but do them a little bit more random. I think that'll work. So that's how you do it. We can also put in, of course, a little bit of yellow carpet as like some hay or straw or something that they've put down. And that's it. That's your little peasanty hut, pleb hut, Roman hut. Roman hut, I think it would be the right kind of name for it. Really simple design though. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, comment, like, subscribe. I will be doing more of these, of course, guys, and the villas and all that kind of stuff, and it will be in default for you guys that are on the console, so you can translate it into your native texture pack. Of course, people that have, you know, do like Conquest, you can always just come and check it out on the server and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Anyway, I will see you on the next one.